One of my least attractive traits, I have to admit, is that corruption makes me laugh. I've tried to explain this in many different ways. I've tried to tell people about this. But when I see somebody who is openly corrupt, something about it cracks me up. And I really do think it has to do with original sin, with the fall of man, that we were made to be like angels, but we're really clowns. And so it's like watching a guy in a tuxedo slip on a banana peel and fall into a mud puddle when you see how corrupt people are. Which brings me to Barack Obama. And what Barack Obama did for his birthday was not corrupt per se, in the sense that he was taking money or he was doing, he was going on the take or anything like this. But it was certainly ideologically corrupt from a guy who told us that at some point you have made too much money. Remember how he scolded us that we cared too much about money? Now he's making $60 million book deals, that welfare that Democrats get when they leave office, and suddenly they're given, millions and millions of dollars to write books that nobody's going to read, or that even if people will read, they can't possibly make back the money. So Barack Obama, on his 60th birthday, throws a party on Martha's Vineyard, this very fashionable island on the East Coast. And he throws this party where he's dancing around without masks with the rich and the famous. And even people on the left, especially because now he's not in power anymore. When a Democrat's in power, no one will touch him. But when he's out of power, then they can start to criticize him. And so he's throwing this party, people without masks, while the Democrats are pushing down on us to get, you've got to get masked, and if you're not masked, you're some kind of Trumpian idiot. It's only the Trumpian idiots who don't wear masks. And there's Barack Obama dancing with the rich and the powerful. So what amused me about this was the reaction from the left. First of all, one of my favorite parts of this is that one of the guests, somebody that I've never heard of, maybe you have, her name is Erykah Badu, right? She put out a video. She's at this party with the former president of the United States, and all the most famous people in America are all dancing around maskless in this close room. And I think the party was called, I'm 60, let's have a super spreader. I think that's what it was called. I made that up. But she puts out a video of them dancing around. They force her to take it down, and then she has to apologize. And listen to this apology. Mr. and Mrs. Obama, please forgive me for being the terrible guest at such a sacred event for your family. I was so inconsiderate. Because why? Not because she went, not because she danced around maskless, but because she let other people see how this guy is behaving. He is behaving as what he is, one of the super elites who does not give a rat's kebab about anybody else and never did. Now, what amuses me about this the most is the reaction from the left. Not from the right, but from the left, like by Maureen Dowd. I mean, these are leftists. I have to say, these are leftists who have integrity. Maureen Dowd does have integrity. She went after Bill Clinton when he was committing adultery and abusing basically his intern. She was one of the very few people on the left, and she took a lot of hate for it, who said, no, if we're feminists, we can't support this. So she is a leftist with integrity. She called him Jay Gatsby, right, from The Great Gatsby, who threw those tremendous parties, hoping one day that his great love, Daisy, would wander into the party. She says Jay Gatsby gave big, lavish, new money parties at his sprawling mansion on the water because he wanted to seem cool. He wanted Daisy to notice him. That's Gatsby's love. Barack Obama gave a big, lavish, new money party at his sprawling mansion on the water because he wanted to seem cool. Being cool is important to him. One difference is that Gatsby opened his house to the uninvited. Obama closed his house to many of the invited. Now, this is true. Once he started to get pressure from the public saying, it doesn't really look so good for you to be dancing around with a mask when they're telling the mask from the Trump, when that. He starts to disinvite people. So he calls up the people who are not important enough to be at this thing. And one of them, a lot of them, were the people who made him what he was. Guys like David Axelrod got the boot so Beyonce could be there. The people who made the Obama administration were thrown out, but the hip, cool people were there. So another leftist with some kind of integrity is Matt Taibbi of the Rolling Stone. I'm pretty sure he's a writer on the left. He's on Rolling Stone. And he says, obviously getting rich and not giving a crap anymore is the birthright of every American. But this wasn't supposed to be in the script for Obama, whose remarkable heel turn has been obscured by the Trump years, which incidentally were at least partly his fault. The history books and the still starstruck press will let him skate on this, but they shouldn't. This is the part I love. Obama was set up to be the greatest of American heroes, but proved to be a common swindler and one of the great political liars of all time. He fooled us all. And this is one of the things I love about the media and the elites. When Matt Taibbi, good writer and honest guy, he says they fooled us all. Who is us all? He didn't fool me. I knew he was a swindler. I knew he was a fatuous narcissist, incompetent, who couldn't find his own pockets, right? But he fooled us all. Now, here's the thing about this. He did fool them all. He didn't fool us all, but he fooled them all. And my question is this. If Barack Obama fooled them all, if Andrew Cuomo fooled them all, if Michael Avenatti fooled them all, does there ever come a point where the left says, gosh, we're not a very good judge of character? Maybe we should reconsider some of the people we hate, since all the people we love have turned out to be swindlers, since they kill old people in their beds, since they're sent to prison for ripping off strippers, since they throw these incredible parties. Maybe we should rejudge some of the people we hate, like Donald Trump, for instance. But that will never happen because those people, the people that they hate, are not part of us all. They weren't invited to this party, but they can dream, can't they? And that's what they do. They dream that they're part of the elites, and they therefore will let the elites do whatever they want.